Good morning, class Earth. Now today we are going to discuss again on chapter number 10 of history, the dawn of national movement. In this chapter, today's topic is split in the INC Surat Session 1907. INC means Indian National Congress. The moderates and the extremists could not remain united for long. Previously, you have already seen in Calcutta session that both were united, but their unity was not lasting long. At the Congress session in 1907 at Surat, a conflict arose. This conflict was over the methods to be adopted for the attainment of Swaraj. The Congress began to be controlled by the moderates and extremists functioned from outside. It was only in 1916 at the Lucknow session of the Congress that the two groups were again united. Lala Lajpat Rai, the British panicked at the growing popularity of the extremists and tried to suppress their movement. Lala Lajpat Rai was arrested in 1907 and deported to Burma. Bipin Chandra Pal was also imprisoned. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was arrested in 1908 and deported to Burma for 6 years. Thereafter, Morley Minto reform in 1909. Though the British intensified their policy of suppressing the extremists, in 1909 an act was passed based on the suggestions of the Viceroy Lord Minto and the Secretary of State of India, Morley. This act is known as Morley-Minto Reform or the Government of India Act of 1909. This act had following features. An Indian member, S.P. Sinha, was included into the Viceroy Executive Council. Second one is that the membership of the Central Legislative Council and the Provincial Legislative Council was increased. However, less than half of the members were elected members. Third one is that the elected members were not to be elected by the people but by the powerful sections of the society such as landlords, zamindars and businessmen. Next one is that the act introduced the system of separate electorates for Hindu and Muslim voters. They were to elect leaders from their own community. This was introduced to create a communal divide. The powers of the member of the provincial council remained advisory. This reform sought to extend the number of members of the legislative council was introduced to separate electorates for the Muslims. Under the separate electorates, Muslims were given the right to elect their own representative to these councils. The national unity was shattered with one blow. Mahatma Gandhi expressed his disappointment by saying that the Morley-Minto reform had been our undoing. Thereafter, Delhi Darbar. In 1911, an imperial darbar was held at Delhi. This darbar was attended by Indian princes and by the British King George V and his queen. Two important announcements were made at that darbar. The partition of Bengal was cancelled and the capital of British India was shifted from Calcutta to Delhi. Thereafter, growth of mass nationalism. After 1919, the struggle against the British rule gradually became a mass movement. Even some business groups started supporting the Congress in 1920s. The World War had a significant impact on the economic and political situation in India. The huge rise in defense expenditure led the government to increase taxes. The demand for war supplies also increased substantially. This resulted in sharp rise in the prices of the goods. In 1908, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chaki, two young men, threw a bomb at a carriage. In 1908, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chaki, two young men, threw a bomb at a carriage near Kakori, which they thought was occupied by Kingsford. Indian business groups, while Prafulla Chaki shot himself dead, Khudiram Bose was tried and hanged. Indian business groups reaped huge benefit from the situation. They became a major supplier of most of the items needed during the war, for example, the iron and steel industry. Thereafter, Home Rule movement. Dr. Annie Besant was a well-known British socialist. She was inspired by the Irish Rebellion and started a Home Rule movement in India in September 1916. The movement spread rapidly and branches of the Home Rule League were established all over India. Bal Gangadhar Tilak wholeheartedly supported this movement. He joined forces with Dr. Besant and persuaded the Muslim League to support this program. Gandhiji and the National Movement. After the First World War, the national movement in India became more vigorous because of the hollowness of the British. Promises made during the war. Another session was the anti-imperialist policy of the new Russian government, which came into being in Russia after the Russian Revolution of 1917. Mahatma Gandhi was a saint, a reformer, a politician, a statesman, a great organizer, and a mass leader. He had spent about 22 years in South Africa. He returned to India in 1915 during the First World War. He advised the Indians to help the British government in the hope of getting home rule after the war. The Rowlatt Act created great unrest in the country. A powerful agitation rose against this act. This act was like giving stones to a hungry man. He dominated the Indian politics from 1920 to 1947. So this period is generally called the Gandhian era. The methods advocated by Mahatma Gandhi in the struggle for freedom. Mahatma Gandhi adopted some of the methods, in them Satyagraha. It means self-suffering and not to hurt the opponent. It brings about the change in the heart of the opponent. Second one is non-cooperation. To protest against the British injustice, Gandhiji adopted the method of non-cooperation. Gandhiji asked the people to boycott government offices, courts, schools and colleges, assigning a mass character to the national movement. Gandhiji believed that a national movement should involve all the people of the country, so he worked amongst the protest of the poor and made the national movement a mass movement. Thereafter, emphasis on social reform. Gandhiji advocated social reform as one of his chief motto. Thereafter, Harijan upliftment. Mahatma Gandhi was all for the upliftment of the untouchables. He gave them the name of Harijans, and by living himself among them and eating with them. Khadi and Charkha. For the upliftment of the rural masses, Mahatma Gandhi advocated the use of khadi and adopted charkha as the symbol of national movement. Hindu-Muslim unity. Gandhi ji firmly believed that unless both the Hindus and the Muslims joined together, India would never get freedom. After 1916, Lucknow Pact of 1916, an important step forward in achieving Hindu-Muslim unity was the Lucknow Pact. 1916. Anti-British feelings were generated among the Muslims following a war between Britain and Turkey, which opened the way for Congress and Muslim League unity. The Congress accepted the separate electorates, and both organizations jointly demanded dominion side of the country. Hindu-Muslim unity weakened the British attitude and forced the government to announce its future policy. In 1916, a British policy was announced whereby Association of Indians was increased and there was the gradual development of local self-governing institutions. In next video, our topic is Montague Chelmsford Reform 1919. Thank you.